We launched late last year, so really it's been a phenomenal reaction so far. We have $25 million in assets, performing exactly as it's been expected. And the reaction from investors has been terrific because it's one of these subjects, as you know, it's right in your face every day, right? Investors like to invest in things they know, and these days cocktail party talk is more about the expensive ACL surgery that you just sent your pet through than anything.
But Steve, you're still, this is a minnow, 25 million AUM. How much do you need assets under management? How big do you need to be to survive? And is this just going to be, you know, the next indicator that actually this is the peak of the pet foods craze? Because come on, you must know the joke as much as anyone. Now there's an ETF for that.
Now there's an ETF for that. And the good news is in 2 months and after a stock market sell-off, for us to be where we are, we're really pleased. And again, so much of this is about getting the word out, and the reactions, as I said, that we've been getting, people appreciate the underlying premise here, right? There's 68% of households now have pets. That's twice the number that has children in it. And it's not just, you know, the growth in ownership of pets, because it's the spending and the humanization of pets that, you know, is behind this trend.
Dom, there are some of the top holdings in the ETF. They include a couple of science companies, Edex Labs, Dechra Pharmaceuticals, but also things like Freshpet, Zooplus, Pets at Home Group, things like Colgate and Nestle. I mean, it's a mixed bag.
So I guess the issue here is we have a $25 million fund. We have a company that's running these products. One of the big concerns that you have in this type of situation is if you are not investing all of that money into companies like a Colgate Palmolive or others out there, consumer products companies at a multi-billion-dollar level, what you'll run into at some point with smaller cap companies to invest in is asset glut. You cannot put enough money to work in there without moving these companies around to do that. That's not to say that this ETF is there. Right, they would like to have that. But I guess that's going to be one of those things, because many of these companies are small enough to where they wouldn't be as much of an attractive investment for people who are trying to put larger sums of money to work.
Steve, I've heard once you can't launch an ETF unless people want to short it. Is that true?
Look, we look forward to having a lot of assets in this fund, and you know, there are some small cap companies, micro cap companies, but you've got to get to very, very, very large numbers to have any kind of issue there. So again, the underlying premise behind the fund we think is absolutely sound. We think it's going to attract lots of investors. We've already had a good number talk to us about this fund, and we're really excited about the opportunity.